Have you ever signed an employment agreement that says you can't go work for a competitor? Well, now it's illegal nationwide. So let's talk about it.
My faith rising. I'm crawling out the trenches, holding me. My life is only.
Hello, visionaries. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Marisa Talbert. I am the founder and CEO of Talbert Law Office, your favorite go-to legal resource for all things business, nonprofit, and intellectual property law. Last month, the Federal Trade Commission issued a nationwide ban on non-compete clauses in employment contracts. The FTC ruled that non-compete clauses are an unfair method of competition that prohibits workers from pursuing certain types of employment opportunities after their contract ends with an employer. When the FTC initiated this ban, there were two exceptions. Non-competes were banned unless you were a senior executive in your company or unless the non-compete clause was in connection with the sale of a business. In this context, a senior executive is defined as a president, a CEO, or an equivalent of the company, or an officer with policy-making authority or a policy-making decision, which includes anyone making over $151,000 annually. However, since that initial ban, the FTC has come back to make a final ruling that states that non-compete agreements are illegal even against senior executives. So we know that there's two sides to every coin, right? So what does this mean for the entrepreneur with a 9-to-5 job? Number one, it could mean that it's a lot easier for you to quit your job without being considered a competitor. And two, it means that by September 4th, 2024, when this ban goes into effect nationwide, that your employer will have to provide you written notice informing you that any non-compete clause in an employment agreement that you may have signed is now unenforceable. But what does this mean for the entrepreneur who has employees? It may be time for you to audit your protocols and policies to really hone in on who has access to certain information in your company. Now that non-competes are outlawed across the country, there may be an increased risk for intellectual property theft and misappropriation among your employees. Because you can't use non-compete clauses, you need to ensure that you're protecting your trade secrets, proprietary information, and other intellectual property through non-disclosure agreements and confidentiality agreements. If you need a non-disclosure agreement, you can grab one at the TLO marketplace. We currently have a sale going on for a limited amount of time, so you can use the discount code TLO2024 to receive a 15% off discount at the marketplace. Additionally, if you're an entrepreneur who has employees, you need to ensure that you inform all of your employees with written notice by September 4th, 2024, that any non-compete clauses in any of their employment contracts are now unenforceable. But whether you're an employee or an employer, you need to review your employment contracts to see how this FTC ban will apply to you. All right, well, that's all I have for this video. Leave me your feedback in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and head over to the TLO marketplace to get your non-disclosure agreement or any other contract that you may need. And as always, this is Talbert Law Office, your favorite go-to legal resource for all things business, nonprofit, and intellectual property law. I'll see you in the next video.